دلال 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 بنوشو لجار دلال 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 بنوشو لجار دلال 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 بنوشو لجار دلال 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 بنوشو لجار
قشرة زاخور مانا نارت خوت ميلان قشرة زاخور مانا نارت خوت ميلان دلال شيقالي انا دلال شيقالي انا قشرة زاخور مانا دلال نوشو لجان
خلي لو كي بايانه زوجي طيني بيوانا روخي قاتي وبيرخي من نشنه
بيدو قموش كلانا يساقل كلك يانا شبر الدنيا كلها بي خزينانا
يتنخرز بلبال لبقلا يقاتي يناخب قالي لرشتو يمن كالي قنفاتي
يتنخرز بلبال لبقلا يقاتي يناخب قالي لرشتو يمن كالي قنفاتي
خلي لوكي بايانه زوجي طيني بيوانا روخي قاتي وبيرخي من نشنه عيني يطر درتا يخن ما ينجو قرتا خيو بتتيا لشوق لي قسفرتا لبي مرا بتتيا خشتلا بتتيا قالت اخلوق لبي بشماي بتتيا بتكل الكنشنه بورده بالساقنه تزنيات والأقلال ولا بتمار يسنه
بيتا كل بكنشنه بورده بالساقنه توصليات والأقلال ولا بدمار يسنه
جوان قلة عيال جوان قلة زيت قمت قاتو لبي مخيلة
جوان قلة عيال جوان قلة زيت قمت قاتو لبي مخيلة
هابت أمرن كل بيباينا هابت أمرن لما صمن شنا
ريشت لام كل بناتي ورد لقاد لبي مداقن بديو بالزايد قاتو خوبي
رشت لام كل بناتي ورد لقاد لبي مدهق بديو بالزايد قاتو خوبي
Welcome to
another episode.
Two Brothers Just Talking, 13th episode. I can't believe it, with my beloved brother here. So, our two
Topics
yes,
are casting, talking about how effective casting needs to be to have either a good movie or a TV show or a really bad TV show and bad movie. And the second one was fakeness in the workplace. We've all been there. We've all seen it. So,
just a few things we wanted to talk about and bring it up. And so I said, okay, no problem. He said, let's bring it up and have a conversation. So, here we are. And conversing. Two brothers just talking.
So,
if you guys want me to whisper in his ear.
You know ASMR is popular?
Parts. Huh?
You know that, right?
What?
ASMR is popular? What you just said is ASMR.
What is that?
It's people whispering or doing quiet stuff into the mic. It's very.
It's probably what is that thing called? A lot of people watch too. Satisfying.
Oh, satisfying videos where it's a perfect piece goes into.
You're just seeing random stuff being thrown while it's being breaking. To me, satisfying. It's those comedy, funny videos. I think our next episode we're gonna talk about comedians. I think that's my next topic. Look forward to comedians, and obviously the most controversial right now is Cat Williams. We'll get to our next episode, but back to the casting, and my brother here, George, wants to talk, and we're gonna come together and talk about these things. I have zero idea, zero experience to do with casting and what it entails, and outside of just me realizing that there's a script and there's certain actors and actresses that you think that might fit the role, and they come and read the script, and you kind of have a conversation with each other on what, are they a good fit or not, right? So
yeah. So how I view it, like when casting happens, a lot of movies where I thought the cast was like terrible, like I'll put some names.
okay,
For example,
it's opinions. It's opinions.
It's all opinion based.
Maybe you might say a movie or a show that I might disagree with them on. So we'll see.
Hercules.
This is the first time.
The newest Hercules movie
Which one?
with Rock.
Yeah. Sorry, Rock. Shout out Dwayne Johnson. Good. I think he became a great actor afterwards. Some of the movies, I wasn't too sure.
Like that one was like I did not enjoy that movie one bit because just the way the script of the movie was played didn't match the character. It was more based off, hey, we just need to put a strong guy in here and a bald guy. Like when was Hercules?
Hercules was never bald, personally.
Never bald.
He was never bald, and there are certain things that you agree or don't, they don't fit the role. So, like, for example, Troy, phenomenal casting.
Oh, great cast.
Great. Brad Pitt fit it perfectly. Achilles, Hector, that actor I forgot, but he did well. The only one that kind of made me upset is Orlando Bloom's as Paris.
Yeah.
And so, but anyways, nonetheless, Odysseus. I liked all the actors that they chose for Troy. Troy was a great movie, right? But yeah, like Hercules, it didn't fit. To me, there are certain movies that I would say, hey, it was good, and others would say, hey, no, I don't think so. Like The Rock, when he was The Rock, he always made me laugh. Amazing actor, just like, you don't want to swear here and say it on this.
Yeah.
He'd be like, it's like, so what do you think? It doesn't matter,
WWE.
Yeah.
Well,
they have to be, so to be a famous and beloved wrestler, you need to be a very good, like, you have to have that, right? To have that charisma and know how to deliver, and it's not easy to do. So, like, kudos to him. And I know, obviously, at the beginning, he was struggling to find his roles and himself in certain roles,
yeah.
right? But there is some people that just, because of the way they look and what they are, they fit a certain role. Like,
I agree.
I don't see him like drama, crying, like romance. Yeah. It's more like action, boom, like let's go. Or same thing. You're not gonna see a scrawny like.
No, I agree. Like it doesn't. I was a big fan of Ben Affleck as Batman. I didn't think he. I
had to do the fireworks for Unclaimed Gaming. It is a nice shirt. I'm thinking it's my shirt that you're talking about, DBZ, right? So,
nice.
Or maybe that's a nice sweater. So, the brother.
Okay.
Or let's do our favorite for the.
There you go. Caca. So, Ben Affleck, I didn't enjoy in Batman.
What?
No, let me explain why. Like, I get it. Like, he kind of like his dark but like look at the past actors, George Clooney. What's his name?
There's a lot there. There's George Clooney that was Batman. There was
I forget the one who did
Val Kilmer was another one that did the second one, and the big one, Michael Keaton.
Is that his name?
Yeah, the one that he was a good Batman, and then there was also the most recent one.
What's Edward from? Like, I don't know. He's from Twilight. The Twilight guy. I didn't think he suited it either. Like, he was
like I give or did, but sorry, the other one. I'm trying to think. Not how could I even miss this?
He was in Dark Knight.
Yeah, what
is his name?
He's a famous actor. I can't believe we're missing this completely. I apologize. He played even American Psycho.
Yeah, I really enjoyed him.
He's a great actor. And he's a great actor. We forgot his name.
I feel like it's. How did I forget this?
No, I'm trying to think now. You're making me think. I can't believe it now. It's like it's. Something is like a blank until you say, you're like, oh, no way, that's what it was, kind of thing. But
okay, we're about to see who's the Batman. Christopher Nolan. Wait, no, that was directed.
That's directed. Yo, he butchered that completely, my brother. He butchered
Christian Bale.
There we go. Christian
I
Bale.
knew it was, yeah. He did really well. Like, honestly, I loved his Batman movie. I thought he was a great actor. Ben Affleck did not do that well. Like, people thought he would match the character, but they didn't realize, like,
yeah, but people, you know, what the thing is, you're gonna have haters on both sides. You're gonna have the same thing. We know people. A lot of people like Dark Knight, but you're gonna have people that said all it was him screaming, not really acting. You know, they're gonna say that. There's people.
There's haters for everything.
Yeah, there's haters and everyone. All he did was that. So, where are they going? You know, like you can technically say that in a sense.
Yeah,
is that good acting or whatever it is? Or as he's pulling, and then he falls down and then tries again.
So right now there's a live action Moana coming out.
Yeah,
and they're putting Dwayne the Rock Johnson as like Maui.
He was already Maui.
He was, but like as a live action.
Well, I will definitely not be watching that live. Listen, casting wise, do not take great movies that were known and was even cartoon and take them and flip them and make. If you're gonna take it, change the story like at least a bit or more than a bit. Don't follow the same. Don't follow the same because you're always gonna be put and compared to that.
That's true. Yeah,
it is like I don't know. I know they're trying to capitalize and make the most out of it and what it is. Right now, personally, I'm not too fond of Disney and their movies right now. Nothing,
no, me neither.
Nothing crazy into their casting. I don't see...
Didn't mean to cut you off, but I think they're actually about to buy Paramount TV. Like, Disney wants... Because they're losing money. Like, they've been losing money.
Yeah, they have been losing money.
So it's like, they're trying to buy Paramount TV. So they're the only streaming service that can like stream the things they have.
Well, like it's not. It's but okay. Back to casting. Okay, there are great actors that make a movie.
Yes, 100%.
Right. So as one, I'm a big fan. Like I like action, right? But I do like romantic comedies, and I like comedies in general.
Yeah.
That was my kind of thing. I don't know what type of movies, but. So we got. I think it's usually about getting the younger audience with the same story, just modernized a bit. Yeah, I guess someone. Yeah, I could see that, but still, you know, the original can do its job, kind of.
Yeah.
It can still entertain you. I'll tell you, like, there's Disney movies that I've seen when I was a kid, and I was shocked, and my eyes were open, and I see that same look in my kids' eyes when they're watching it for the first time, like watching Lion King. You know how crazy? I never had the chance of watching it in the movies or in the theaters. But imagine when it first came out in the theaters, when you're going in and you're a kid and you're seeing it. That's amazing. Even now, like when you watch it, it's amazing. Same thing with like Aladdin. Those great movies that you had the chance to experience on a live cinema, you know, or something like that. They're already good stories, right? And, you know, all to them, they try to remake it and do what they can do. I'll give them all that. But casting is clear. You have to have the right people to play them.
And the right background.
Yeah. So for me, it's like Friday, I don't know if anybody's seen it. Friday is a comedy. Friday After Next. Like that, those made me laugh a lot. Like with Ice Cube, Mike Epps, Cat Williams, Terry Crews, hilarious. Just that kind of comedy, to me, it was funny. So, what I'm kind of saying that you have to have the right, like, Money Mike basically was the pimp. It was played by Cat Williams, a little guy, right? So, and the people have to be picked. So, a good producer, somebody who's a director, and they're making this movie. They're not just picking names to pick. They're picking the best talent and the best fit for that role specifically. For example, like there was a few that passed on, and you know, some big actors, they say, "Hey, I'm not going to do it," and they left it, and somebody else came along and it became a hit, right? But what I'm kind of getting at is, yeah, casting is not easy, and then depending on your budget, you probably.
But like at least like follow the certain guidelines.
Okay,
like,
so what would be? I wouldn't.
This
know.
is what I'm not professional.
Yeah.
We're not professional. This is fully opinion based. But if you pick a character, if you're doing a popular character, I'll get his background right. I'll get the person that's going to be casting, matching similar characteristics. I would not flip the script and go, okay, this guy was full, like for example, the character's white, like fully white, and I get like a fully different color. I'll get a black person, for example.
Or a brown person.
For brown person, or Asian person. The character's white. White, blonde hair, blue eyes, for example.
Yeah, like, well, to me, it's like the way I kind of say, if you're going to go with characters or fictional character, or even, based on heroes, going back to historical, you need to follow, if it's historical in fact, you need to follow what it is, right? Because not everybody, like, we get that you might change the story, but it's like, to me, it doesn't make sense. Like right now, if you were to play Martin Luther King, right? And then you had decided to use a white person. Like, it doesn't make sense, like, to me. Or Malcolm X. Or, who I'm trying to think what we have, famous, I guess.
The bus person, I don't remember.
Anyways, but I'm just saying, there's certain things that it wouldn't make sense for you to use, right? Like Jesus Christ in no way was white, blue eyes, blonde hair. That's not what Jesus was. He was similar to our complexion. He was a bit darker. He had color eyes, but yeah, he wasn't white. Like there's some of the depictions, it's like they make him like from like Europe, but he was never from Europe, right? Like he's from the Middle East, Jerusalem, where it is. So you can't be, when you take it and you switch it, that's where it's like, it doesn't kind of go. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But I get it. They're trying something different, but it doesn't seem to work that well, because it's like, well, especially if it's a known figure, a known story, and years and over 100 and 200 and 300 years, they've all described them the same way. It's the same line. Why are you going and changing it? The best thing is stick. You want to change the story a bit. I'm no director or producer, but I would have a vision of what fits that specific role. If I want like a devious role, it's not just the acting. There might be a look that person might have, plus they're acting. They're like, okay, this is perfect.
No, I agree. Like for example, the One Piece live action, everybody thought it was gonna do terrible, but they picked really good casting. Like each character matched the description and like the energy. Like Luffy is like looked Latin descent. The actual actor is Latin descent. Each character is from the exact descent those characters were from.
No, that's pretty cool. I like that. I know you guys, Dragon Ball, but haven't really got into One Piece, the actual cartoon show. But I did get into the live action. Loved it. Great casting. They all did an amazing role, and I kind of went back to see. And you have to find the people that fit that role, and they know what they're doing. It's not just the fit; it's also their acting, and that they're good to deliver on that, right? So,
like I say in Hollywood, it's a make or break situation.
Now, what would you say if you had to choose your top 3 movies with casting?
Well, top 3 movies.
Like you loved the whole cast, from the villain, from the protagonist, the hero, and the side, and everybody there.
Okay.
Whoever was playing the
300, the Spartans.
300 Spartans, okay.
That was good casting. All the people were good. Yeah. They weren't shown to be, even the Persians, people they picked for the Persians were good. Yeah. Even though like half of them were masked, but just the one guy wasn't, or 2.
Okay.
It'll also have to be, I like Transformers. I think they're live. It's always live action. Yeah. But like They did amazing with the first three. I like Shia LaBeouf. I really enjoyed him as.
He's a good actor. He's a really great actor. I'll give him that.
And then there's this one movie I enjoyed with Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
It was a military movie. The guy who used no guns. He saved he refused to use guns in the military. He became a
Hacksaw Ridge.
He did amazing. Like he matched that description like
perfectly. It was a good movie. I like the casting. Personally, like top 3 for me, if I had to choose, Tombstone. I don't know if you hear it. It's a cowboy. Val Kilmer's in there. There's a few actors. I found a lot of the movies in the 90s to 2000, and the storylines were a lot great movies from acting. Godfather 2. I know I'm just putting it in that same one because it's continuous. Yeah. I love the story. I liked each of the actors and how it switched to go see from Al Pacino to Robert De Niro, and the acting and the role that they play, right? And one of the one I really enjoyed, and I can't say there's a lot out there that I do, The Count of Monte Cristo. I love that the movie. I know it's not really exactly to the book, but that to me was awesome. I loved the roles and whoever they chose for the best friend that turned villain, and the people that they had in different parts. Yeah. And it's crazy. Henry Cavill was the son in that movie of the actor. Henry Cavill.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was the son. He played the son, which is cool. But yeah, the story. But there's a lot of Heath Ledger was amazing. God rest his soul.
Oh yeah,
amazing actor. He made any movie. All the movies that I there's
he did really good in Joker.
Joker, amazing. And then one I really always enjoyed, that's one of my favorite, is Knight's Tale.
I like that. That was a good movie.
Good movie. And then, as far as comedy, that's Friday was amazing. With Chris Tucker, you got Ice Cube, you got Debo, playing Debo. And then even Friday, after that, with Mike Epps, it was a good combination. And you had Cat Williams. That's what I'm saying. There's certain things that you can...
Yeah.
Friday was great. But then those two were, the other ones after that were funny too, because there was Miles Jubrani and all of these. But you need to have the right people, right acting, right chemistry to come together. I'm no producer. I know a lot of work gets into it, lots of takes and cuts and certain things. But yeah, there is the good there.
Yeah, that's true. Currently, I think. I knew about Jason Momoa before he was big. I used to watch his show.
No, I really didn't. I think Jason Momoa, for me, that even gave me attention was through Game of Thrones. I think Game of Thrones put him on the next.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah, Game of Thrones, I was looking for my TV series, sick casting, perfect.
But you don't know him before that, right?
I didn't know him before that.
Yeah, so I was watching
and by the way, Aquaman's out. I might go see it.
So good. I like it.
We can go watch it together if you want.
So I want to watch that one. But so I was watching him when I was little on Channel 44. There was a show called Stargate Atlantis. He was randomly introduced. And I'm like, oh, this guy's actually sick. He made the show so much better. That it was about sci-fi and people teleporting through planets. But he did amazing. Ever since I saw him on that show, I'm he's gonna be big. I swear, he's actually so good.
You called it out, huh?
Yeah. I knew.
Be the first to hear it here on Two Brothers Just Talking. George called it out.
From Stargate Atlantis, it was an okay show, but when he joined, he made it 20 times better. Yeah,
20 times intense. 20 times.
Well,
99 times.
Have you watched a lot of shows by him?
No, not really. I just
all his shows now.
All I saw was him as what was it again? I can't believe I'm forgetting it. Drago. He tried to, he had the mother of dragons as his wife. Drago. Dothraki. He was a Dothraki.
He died, didn't he? How did he die?
She sacrificed her baby and him for the dragons to come and the eggs to hatch and become the 3 dragons.
So she killed her kid and him.
Sacrifice, call it whatever you want.
She killed them.
Yeah. So
that's lame.
Daenerys Targaryen. I don't even say him. Targaryen, what she would say for the dragon to blow fire.
I should watch it. I haven't seen it.
You know what? Great casting. I applaud. Beautiful show. Only thing I didn't like, I didn't enjoy, is the last season. That's about it. So
everybody hit. What happened? Like, what happened?
But what happened? No, we don't talk about it.
Yeah, actually, like everyone says that.
We don't talk about it. It hurts because in my brain I was like using calculus and calculation. This is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen. This, and all of a sudden, all this calculation, and you know what? They take this, and it equals a number. You're like, it doesn't make sense whatsoever how you got to that number. That's and they blew up our minds. It didn't make sense. You're like, what?
In a bad way. That means it was just garbage.
Yeah. It was in a way that you're like, what just happened? What just happened?
The whole community hated it.
It's like waking up, or just pretend you were wearing boxers. All of a sudden, you look, there's no boxers under your pants. You're like, how did they disappear? It doesn't make sense. It logically doesn't make sense.
Didn't they say because they were going to remake the last season because of how bad they butchered?
No, I think the people wanted to. A few people lost their mind. So then, when a few people came online and tried to say that to recoup and bring those people's mind back, but it didn't happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. No, it's not gonna happen. No. But yes, there was supposed to be one that continues with Jon Snow, the winter, but
never happened.
And then they tried to do the House of Dragons. No, you broke too many hearts to make people go and watch the pre-sequel. You know what I mean? Prequel, is it? Or pre-sequel?
Yeah. Well,
what happened before?
Yeah, prequel. Sequels after.
Okay. Pre-sequel. I'm confusing things. I'm putting before and after. But yeah, that's why the House of Dragons didn't do that well as Game of Thrones.
It might have been good but you refuse to watch it.
I will not watch it. What you did to me, it's unforgivable. Okay? What you did to the North is unforgivable.
Like, I'm so curious. So why?
All right? The North. Only those that are true fans will understand what I mean. What Winterfell and the North wasn't. I was not happy. I was not happy. But I'll give one that. Yeah, okay, Arya. Respect to Arya. That's about it. But the rest, I was not happy. Anyways, good casting, great show. Minus the last season. Love it. But
I have to watch it.
Yeah. So as far as casting, that's about it. Yeah. You know what? The great producers, they follow their gut. That's what I believe, and they're patient. They know when that person fits that role. They're not just bringing in based on, oh, he's a great actor. He just, he has a name to him. We're gonna get no.
Did you know?
That's my final thought on that piece of it. But
last thing for me. Yeah. Did you know not Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire?
Yeah.
Everybody thought he was in the best. I thought he was an amazing Spider-Man. I thought he did amazing in his role. And even Stan Lee told us that he is the best Spider-Man to play Spider-Man. Stan Lee.
Stan Lee's horrible. He didn't know what he was talking about personally. I don't know. He made the character. Peter Parker, I watched it.
You didn't like Tobey Maguire?
He was good. He's a great actor. Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
but it did not fit Peter Parker for me.
No way.
Yeah, Peter Parker as Spider-Man. And the one cartoon, I don't know what it was, the best cartoon, and I love that fit Peter Parker was the one, I think, in like the late 90s, 2000. They did that cartoon, but you had to find someone that fits that to me, right? To me, even Andrew Garfield, he did an amazing job as Spider-Man, but he doesn't fit the role of Peter Parker.
I thought he did too.
No, he did an amazing job. I loved him. He's probably, out of all the Spider-Mans that I've seen, he's my favorite. The most recent one, not even close to me, what a Peter Parker worth. Because the way I picture Peter, I would have to base it similar to that cartoon. I don't know what it was.
I know what cartoon you're talking about.
Amazing Spider-Man in like the 90s. it was pretty cool. That's the one where he actually, played Venom, War Venom,
And he
had
has the facial
and then
hair.
there's even a season where he goes to a different parallel universe. Where,
Yeah, he has the facial.
yeah.
I know who you're
So
talking
you
about.
have to find an actor that matched that to me. To me, that's what I would.
You know who would have been good for that?
Who?
Funny enough, I think you know the actor for like the live action Scooby Doo.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see potentially. Yeah.
Or Shaggy. Who? What's his name?
No, he's Shaggy winning the guy.
He has the facial hair in the head.
No, I don't. Anyways, so that's just my opinion
Okay.
on that. So
Who do you think would be a good Spider-Man?
who?
Who do you think?
But I'm trying to say I have to base this so like a look that looks similar to that. I don't know
I'm trying to think of
who do we
people.
have for like actors? Who are new actors right now? You're not gonna go. You have to use somebody who's young and upcoming, right? I honestly don't know. Like when my generation, when I
I
was
actually don't know.
yeah, like Brad Pitt was the George Clooney, and you had all these different like even Sylvester Stallone, and
Who the heck would you pick for that now?
that's what I'm trying to think, right? You know, it was a funny one off topic. Crank with Jason Statham. I like that one. That was hilarious. But anyways, we'll get back to that. That's something I can. We have to think about. It's a cool idea that I like. But
Oh, we could pick who would be upcoming for the next Marvel stuff.
yeah, we
That
can
would
do
be
it.
fun.
That'd be like, you know what we do? How about one that we do is we pick DC and I'll do DC. You do Marvel.
Okay.
Okay.
If you get confused, I'll help you out. I know all of the lore.
I wouldn't get confused. First of all, I was always more like a DC. I don't know what it was.
Actually?
Yeah, so like my favorite Marvels would have been Spider-Man. I liked Spider-Man and I liked Hulk. I don't know why. And X-Men Wolverine. I was Wolverine because he's Canadian. Love it. X-Men. I liked, like I said, Hulk and Spider-Man.
Funny enough.
That was my favorite. And then from DC, I like both Batman and Superman. And Flash is pretty cool. So I give Flash...
Green Arrow. You watch the Green Arrow show?
No. No, I don't.
You never watched it?
No.
You would have liked that one.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, but it got discontinued.
Did it?
Yeah.
Did he hit the target every time?
Yeah.
He did, eh? That's boring. He's gonna miss one time to make it more interesting.
No, he almost got killed like 5 times.
How did he hit the target if he got killed 5 times?
Almost.
Okay. Anyway, so
Yeah, final thoughts. Casting is very important. For any, like, obviously it's important, but, like, it happens often where we see a bad casting. Like, quite often.
yeah. So back now we jump on talk about our next topic, fakeness.
Fakeness.
Fake!
Fakeness in a workplace. I have a good one.
They're actors too. Right?
They're-
They're bad actors or good actors. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like,
So, like, everybody kept... I had a manager at an establishment.
Yeah.
So, everybody I worked with said, oh, that manager is such a annoying, mean, rude person, but always to me so nice. And she was nice to me, but she would talk so much smack about all the coworkers. And then, like, one day, one of the coworkers, like, she talks smack about everyone, even you. I'm like, oh, really? And, like, no joke, she goes behind everybody's back, like, the whole, like, she's nice to your face, but she goes behind everyone. Oh my god, this guy's so annoying.
yeah. Well, no, like, and that's the thing. Like with fake, like everybody's experienced it in their workplace, right?
It's often, though.
Well, the thing is, this is a question. Okay, you call it fakeness, but realistically, when you go to work, are you going to be your 100% how you are at home, picking your butt, checking your ears, picking your nose? Maybe even, I don't know what you do at home that you do. Maybe you're farting constantly or sitting,
But you can't help
burping,
farting.
belching, eating. And not only that, the way you talk, it could be a bit vulgar and, you know, that you could be rude. And
You
because
could be racist.
maybe you're just more. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So is it really fakeness, or is it that, in a sense, that you're going to a place, you're being more mindful and respectful towards your surroundings.
Or no, but like,
Or there is the fakeness and
I like as I think of fakeness though, I think of fakeness like people towards you. Like you spend, it's true what you say. You spend most of your day at work.
Yeah.
Like you spend most of your time at work, and those people you're constantly surrounded to. So it's like, if you don't like someone, how do you go about it? You can't tell them you don't like them because it'll be awkward at the workplace, and everyone's gonna know you don't like them.
well, the question is, okay, so when I say fakeness, to me, like, because you are a certain way at home and you're not that way at work, to me that's not fakeness, right? To me, I look at it as more like you're mindful and respectful,
Yeah.
and you're trying to be professional in that area because it's a workplace, and you don't want to cause problems. You want to go work and
No, I agree.
build yourself and pay things. Whereas to me, it's the fakeness is what you kind of
Of the
said.
person.
They're being nice to you. They're like, oh, I like him. He's such a great worker. Or they're applauding you, but behind your back, they think like you're an idiot.
connive you.
You're not deserving of it. They're completely jealous. Or that's the annoying part. Like, that's why I don't like. To me, that would be fakeness if somebody's doing that. So either you're straight up to the point is like, be straight, be straight, be truthful. You make a mistake, say you made a mistake. Okay, how do I fix it? If you don't get along with somebody, before you go even say it and make that aware, and every time you interact and come close to that person, maybe ask yourself, why am I not, why am I feeling this way about this certain individual? For what is the reason that I feel this resentment towards them?
Yeah.
Right? Is it because they're in a better position than me? Or I feel that I can do a better job in what they're doing that and I should have their position? Is it because I feel this person is incompetent and they're not doing what they're supposed to do for their role? What is the reason that it's making me feel that way? And you need to put yourself in the other person's shoe and be mindful and try to get to the core of that. Because if you are that person and you let it, it's just going to ruin it and make it more miserable, your job, right? But so to me, like when we're talking about these things, there's two different things. So there's the fakeness to me is that where you're being fake towards somebody. You might have somebody that, I don't know, your supervisor or whatever. Oh, George, you're amazing. You did a great job. But really, it's like, this guy's an idiot. Like, they go away. He's like, this guy can't even make a double, you know?
He's going around and just like putting your name in the dirt to other people.
Yeah.
Like, it can affect your workplace, man, your success rate in your workplace. Man. If everyone thinks you're terrible at your job because this person doesn't like you, but to your face they love you, like you will not excel in that position because you don't know who's trying to bring you back down.
All I'm picturing is George with a cigarette and taking a shit in the washroom on his ship, just like smoking. George, you can't do this right now on the job. But no, it's like, ask for go make me a double, you know? But I think if you're rude, the other thing is you might not be aware of it. You might be rude to the people that you work with, right? And this is something I found out. Somebody told me once, I don't know where it was. He's like, you come off as, you might come off as, arrogant, right? You come off as arrogant or like you know your stuff. I personally wouldn't even think. I'm what I am. I'm like a comedian. I laugh. I make people laugh. I joke around. And yes, there are certain things that might upset me, and you will know to the point if I'm bothered by something because my tone kind of goes. But I try to control it. You have to be mindful of your tone. And you ask someone, but talking behind someone is fake. Talking behind someone is fake. That's what I'm saying. Fakeness is somebody talking fake or pretending to be in front of your face. They're congratulating you. They're admiring you. They're saying you're a great worker, but behind your back they're like, oh, I hate this person. You're a horrible worker. That's fakeness. But to me, going to work, you're not going to go and act the same way you do at home. The meatloaf, ma! Where's the meatloaf? Versus like,
Yeah. No, I agree with what you're saying. Like, some people, like, the way I know some people talk, they don't mean to come off like mean, but like they don't understand how they're like vocally speaking. It comes off like rude.
They're more aggressive.
Yeah,
I think,
but they don't even realize it. It's crazy.
yeah, and then see that's the thing that you have to be receptible to receiving feedback. So
Yeah.
constructive feedback, there's nothing wrong with it. Like I always welcome feedback, whether if I'm working, whether I'm with others, or what I'm doing, because you have to better. You're not perfect. You have to better yourself, right? You don't know until somebody shows that, right?
How do you deal with feedback when someone says you look like a mean person?
Well, I don't know if somebody would say you look like a mean person. It just, I don't even know what that would. I'd be like, sorry, what do you mean by that? Like, can you give me an example? See, when you give feedback, you can't make it about the person. You have to have specifics and you have to be precise. An example. Be like, hey, you know that time that you came across and you were talking to me about that file? I felt that at that moment you came out a bit too aggressively with it when you just didn't ask and you just right away said, hey, I need this done. You didn't explain. You didn't give me a chance to explain myself. So it's not making it about the person.
It's more making it about the situation.
About the situation,
No, I
right?
agree with
So,
that.
but that's where we all run it. And look, we're humans. Emotions do come. Sometimes you're biting your tongue, you're holding yourself. It's like, but even if you're right, this is the thing is, even if you're right, and even if you think you have the case, it's not worth it to react in anger. Give it a sec, calm down, go outside for fresh air, or even if it's an email or communication, write the email but don't send it.
Yeah.
Wait like 10 minutes, cool down, reread it, and you'll notice that once you've calmed down, you're going to go and start changing things because you start thinking with emotion, right? So the fakeness, where I'm saying fakeness is it's in general, just when we're talking about fakeness, is anything where they're not telling you the truth. It's an illusion in a sense that it's something, but that's not the real thing. It's more conniving. It's hidden, right? And do your best not to be that way. And I've always said that your only competition is yourself. Stop competing with others. There's nobody else. You don't need to. There's people that are light years ahead of you. You won't reach what they have. There's people that are light years behind you. They won't reach what you have. So it's not about, the game isn't about you versus others. It's about you versus yourself, right? So, but but anyways, with workplace and where it is, I say just be professional. Be your authentic self in a professional manner, right? Just don't be fake. And if there is that you find out somebody who's fake and you're hearing about it, there's nothing wrong with confronting them in a polite way. Be like, hey, sorry, I just kind of heard. Is there anything like am I doing anything that's bothering you that you don't like me? I don't like your ugly face.
It makes me laugh. Like
George just bites the person right away.
The guy's just like. He's like, actually, I still don't like you. Then he just like, I'll meet you outside after work. It just turns into.
He said that to you?
No, I'm saying that would be funny if the situation.
No, I wouldn't.
And like high school funny.
No, high school. Listen, high school is different. If I go back, everybody would say that. If they go back, they would change things. High school, it's like you're still kids. You're not thinking. You're not seeing. You don't see the real world. When you're in the real world, you understand.
You realize the real world's a lot of farts and stinky people.
Yeah, and he's the stinkiest of them all.
I did fart earlier today. This thing.
Yeah. Has anybody come and rub your neck while you're at work, like the unwanted touches or?
No, what the heck? Oh, actually, funny enough, one time 2 summers ago, I was at work.
One time, I begged him.
I was in Toronto doing a job, basement, and this woman came down, loving the job. All I feel is a light caress down my neck to my back. And I look, and next thing I know, she's just patting...
Fireworks!
She's patting my head.
It's not happening right now.
I'm like, oh, hi, how's it going? She's like, you're doing so amazing. Then I get up, I'm like, thank you. I show her around, she gives me a hug out of nowhere.
So right now she caresses your back.
Caressed me on my neck.
So what are we talking? Hold on. You might be over exaggerating because he's.
No.
He says you actually. Like
Neck
you
to
feel
the
each finger as it's coming down.
No, it's like 3 fingers about
3.
Yeah.
So
just
how
like,
she do 3?
Yeah, going to the neck to
Like
the
a cat.
Yeah, and next thing you know, it's like a pat on the head.
Okay, so all right. Just to recap, I'm just gonna recap what he's saying. 3 fingers to the back and or that, and then
She says patting my head,
so this is why. So as she starts patting his head like this,
and then I get up to tell her, show her all the work, and then she gives me a hug.
so what?
And this all led to.
What did you say? Well, the 3 fingers are caressing your back and the tap on the head before you even get to the hug. Did you say anything?
No, I was just like, I was gonna let it be, like it was weird. I didn't want to just look at him like.
And then so she turned around and she gave you a hug.
Yeah.
And then what
I was like, oh, thank you.
was she pretty or no?
No.
What was it? Older, younger?
Older.
Oh. Okay, and then that was it?
Yeah, it was
and who
weird.
else was working with you?
Peter.
Peter! Peter!
And but like they were it was a Bretta and Galbretta couple,
Yeah.
and so like the other Bretta came down and said to her like, "What are you doing?"
Wow, yeah.
It was actually so weird, like
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, weird things happen to my brother, George.
Yeah, honestly, weird, all the time.
Yeah. Lucky that a lot worse thing could have happened while you were working, right? So, but yeah, that's a fakeness. But yeah, do not condone fakeness and do not participate in fakeness at work, and be straightforward, people, and try to be your best. If for some reason you seem like you're not basically my final thought on that matter is like if you're constantly go to work and you feel like you can't be yourself or somebody's bothering you, and try to take it away, step back and say like, okay, what is it about this person that's bothering me? What is it something? And like George actually mentioned earlier, they might not be aware of how they are with their tone and what they're going through. It's different if you have specific examples, and there's nothing wrong with a professional manner and a proper way to put it aside. Be like, hey, you know what? This time, this is how I felt. This is how you came out. They might be like, hey, sorry, I was not aware. I'll be more mindful next time. So there's proper ways of doing with it, but try to kind of figure it out. Try not to be fake with people, and be straightforward. And sometimes you, like I said, you spend more time at work than you do at your home. And do you really want to be in an environment that's toxic? You really don't want to be in that type of environment, right? So yeah, expose fakeness. Always the truth overcomes the lie. Do your best to be a good person, to do the best job to your best ability, and to be the best person across. Just because somebody's mean, that's who they are. Be yourself. Be good, towards people. I emailed my manager about my feelings 10 minutes ago. I just got fired. Well, you know what we say. I'm Claim Gaming. Reread your email once again. I said do not send it. Reread it 4 or 5 times before you send it. But all jokes aside. But yeah, no, it's do your best and try to make it positive. Everybody struggles. Everybody goes through stuff. You don't know why certain person's like that. And the more kind you are, the better you are, and better person you are. All good is going to come your way, regardless of people try to put you down or try to take away. What shines, what is the light will always shine, regardless of how much the darkness will never overcome the light. So if you want to be that light, be that light. I don't know if you want to take it as it is and kind of do with it what you want to do, but I just don't like fakeness. I like to be truthful, and you can be truthful in a respectful and respectful and a productive way, and do your best to kind of work together to set a better environment as a team. So what are your thoughts on
fakeness? And
the workplace, right?
Just don't be fake. It's that simple. If you don't like someone, at least tell them and have a good reason. If you don't have a reason, then you're just being a dick.
Oh, just forgive me for my brother's language, but the eagle does his best. Smash, hit, subscribe, and like. DB Clouded, I know you're gonna watch it sometime, but we're looking forward. We're gonna talk about our next topic. What did we say we wanted to talk about?
I wanted DC and Marvel.
Oh, DC
would
and
be good
Marvel now?
actors for the next gen.
Okay, so we gotta pick DC. Okay, then we'll figure it out. So
Yeah.
and then we're gonna see which fan are you more of, DC or Marvel? But yeah, no, hit smash, subscribe, and like and share, and yeah, send us.
If you guys aren't sharing, we're gonna have big issues.
We're
Someone
gonna have no
on
issues.
game.
Share, don't share, up to you. We're always open for feedback, and we'll try to make it as entertaining as we can, and as as informative as we can too. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy yourselves, and take care.
Take care. Have a good time.
بالتمرين كل بيباينا بالتمرين لما صرنا مشينا
يبقى تبطل بلا من متن باللبليل تبين ومغبتي خن عيني لخزين
ديبتاتي بطل بلا من متن بدنا بليلة تبين ومغبتي خين عيني لخزينة
داخي جلنا مصيلة خباش نمشيل هوار الدلب بيخش لايلا مشميل
داخي جلد مصيلة خبش نمشيلة الهوار الدلبي يخش لا مشميلة
عدلي تنخباب لبو خابرة من خبالتله عدلي يطيل خباقو صدره خبالتله
ظلمي دود ماني خبرة من صليملتله خبرة من بربليته دخان بريملتله
وش تبيدا وقرمتا قرانان وشبرتا خبرة من دنيدا تصير بشيشلتا تلتا كم عشق رابا قرنا لطلابك يا حليد دبابا دراينا بجورابا
عيني لادي بغزاية مني شموي لخاي من نبتوري شني
عيني لادي بزيت مني شموي لخاي من طريشني
كما عشق رابا شر للطلابك يا بليد دبابة دراينا بجورابا
بداية بداية موتور خك ما خبنا كل خامن ديد بداية هيش لمس الفرش منا
القي بحكي قرشت لي هم زمان اخي خرشات لي كل خضان خزيات لي خو بحكي ماري شات لي
القي بحكي قرشات لي هم زمان اخي خرشات لي كل خضان